Hello and good afternoon, good evening, good day, everyone. Feels good first time launching the stream through the Stream Deck. I keep massively overspending on what I actually need, but now I have 32 buttons. So hopefully I will not change scenes in a wrong way when showing the replays. But either way, we have some rain forecasted for this race, so that should be nice. Hello, Marvin. Hey,
Hello.
oh, that's Jesper. Hello, Jesper. Pro streamer indeed.
I have first realized it's raining.
Yeah, it will rain, but it's set to drizzle, like the smallest drops, so it shouldn't. Maybe it's just slicks all the time, but let's see.
Interesting.
5% wet track. I don't know. Let's see. Yes. So, well, I tried to pronounce the name. Hello, the Vini. I get always confused by the Y letter because we don't have it in Slovenian alphabet. Thank you for the greetings. Hello, Dan. Hi, Joao. Hi, Pete. Well, for the moment, I have to try hard being a pro streamer because there is a significant lack of pro driving opportunities. But anyway, let's reduce the fuel. I just leave it like this is. Oh. Why is... I can feel FFB. Something changed. Wait, I need to adjust my seat position. Joao, no, I think I don't need to be having like a psychologist at the moment, because ACC will destroy me from the inside out. Where is my mirror? Ah, okay. ACC is kind of nice until you need to start driving very fast. Has there been an update or what? This feels a bit different than usually. But maybe it's just Aston. I need to put brake bias to the rear. But yeah, this is slicks conditions. Chat, where is chat? Chat should be working, to be honest, but it's not. Why is chat not working? I removed it, but not... I removed it from the obstructing position and I put it smaller into that black box on the bottom, but... yeah, it's not showing up. Whatever. I'm just streaming on YouTube, so you guys can see the YouTube chat anyway. I really don't know why that happened. But yeah, I tried adjusting the camera position a bit, so it's still updated, but a bit different than before. Yeah, but yeah, the chat should be showing up in that black stuff there, but it's not. Anyway. Right. Well, I spent, I don't know, was it 200 plus euros on this silly button box named Elgato Stream Deck, but I made a 1 AM purchase, which is not the thing that one should be doing, but I mean, I invested the time, the money, so I can sell it at some point.
It looks like my stream is screwed up.
That's not great.
Oh, it's just grey screen.
Green.
Grey screen.
Ah, grey.
So yeah.
Twitch things or OBS things, I don't know.
Yeah. and I have not changed a single setting.
Yeah, in OBS I always need to change some camera settings because they keep resetting, like every single time I open OBS.
Nice. So which tire are you on?
This is slicks. There's not even rain. The track is, it says damp, but if it's not, if it's damp, if it's not slightly wet, then it's slick conditions.
Okay, I'm on slicks. Oh, sorry, no slicks, wets.
Yeah, that's not good. Yeah, Joao, I just put enough arms that you can kind of combine the arms on the face camera and the other part of the arms on the main camera, so maybe it's a bit more coherent now. Would I consider adding crew chief? I tried crew chief once, but to me it was just duplicating data that I have already had, so I don't know. Anyway, 2 or 3 quali laps. I forgot how the cut detection is here. It has been updated many times, but I'm afraid of using too much of the curbs. Still locking up the fronts a bit. Oh, the Aston is so nice to drive. Shame that it's off pace, but this is an Aston Cup, so all good. Spot on braking zone. Oh, these curbs are shaking my steering wheel like never before, I don't know. Maybe I changed something in True Drive, but I didn't really. This curb is fine, but some other are, like this one is shaking me a lot. Yeah, crew chief, I don't know. I'll think of it, but for now I never really felt like it would add much. Hi Yankesh. I feel very oversteery. I locked up the front and then the rear went. Anyway, I will have one more attempt. But I have quite some margin now, P2. Just tire warming, no worries. So it locks up and then kind of snaps. I don't know. Maybe I need to put brake bias even more to the rear, so I will feel the snap coming sooner. And yeah, Ankash, I feel good. Otherwise, if you mean about my COVID and stuff like that, it's still requiring me maybe half an hour more sleep per day than before. Just lacking a bit of energy, but it's all good. I hope you are fine as well. Gordon Ramsay spotter. Okay. I have some extra time. One day I could try running it just for fun. For some sprint races. But I fear it's not gonna be family friendly anymore. Should we try motor map? I mean quali map. That's the rotation I wanted. Now I have to beat Jesper. Half a second, well, I already have half a second on the delta. Yeah, well done. I hope so as well. I should have done different screens or like even different tiny pedal overlays for cars that have the battery and cars that don't have, but I was too lazy. Very positive rear. Oh, this has been quite a nice lap. But let's see how much Jesper is improving. Only S3 was purple. Oh, Jesper coming with 2 purples. What's the gap? Wait, that was very close. 30 milliseconds. Nice.
Yeah. I didn't expect that. Driving out on wets and then have to figure it out. What the hell is going on with my stream?
Great question, maybe just Twitch things.
Yeah.
Oh, fuel, how much fuel do we need?
I have no clue. I'll put 41.
Calculating.
Alright.
41 sounds kind of fine.
While I'm trying to figure out this stream thing, but it's impossible to make it in time.
Well, you said 41 and 41 is exactly the correct value. Probably, probably 1 lap over fuel, but just in case.
So 41 is 1 lap over fuel, or what?
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe, okay. Yeah, we don't know.
I take 41. And I think we need like 49 brake bias. It's locking up quite a bit. Uh-oh. I missed the start. No.
You missed the start?
Yes.
Oh dear.
Wait at the pit exit. It was so short.
Yeah,
anyway.
But last time I did that, or there was a bug I couldn't join the grid at Sebring, I had to wait half a lap before I could go when they passed. It was horrendous.
Good start to the stream. Yeah, well, let's see.
Yeah.
Where are you? Like a last corner or already over the line?
At the line.
Last to first. With some rain. Unintentional pit lane start. Oops. Okay, they are going.
Passing you now.
Enjoy. Alright, not too much of a wait. Brakes, tires are cold. P16. Guess target is P2 or something. I don't know how fast the others are. How did it happen? I saw 50 seconds, I quickly calculated the fuel and then... I don't know. I was talking to Jesper and suddenly... it was overtime. Well, oops. "13 seconds behind Jesper." Charles Lecrache exited the server. Nice name. Yeah, Joao, exactly.
I spun.
Oh no. Nice double pass. How do you spin and only lose 3 seconds? Jankash had planned on doing quickly tomorrow. Mitch will be doing quickly tomorrow as well. And well, Jesper had time today to do the dailies, so this is how we scheduled it. Probably a cut. No, it's not. Nice. And that is a cut. Interesting. Panagiotis 23 minutes, I think, for the race distance. Sometimes 22, sometimes 24, sometimes 23 in these beginner races. Nice Jankash. Yeah, we'll be racing the 18 UTC one, so 20 Central European time. Yeah, opponent difficulty slowly increasing. This is such a dangerous corner to dive here. Can so easily go wrong. Grip around the outside. Hooking front left. Pretty wide into turn 1, is that a thing? I don't think that's a good idea. That's the better move. Here comes the rain.
It's raining.
Yep. Not enough.
Didn't expect that.
Now I hope people will get scared by the droplets. But it's gonna take quite long to be actually able to feel any grip loss. Some heavy defending. Thank you. Turn 1 is like impossible to defend, kind of. I mean, not at the same time it's difficult to overtake, but it's such a weird corner. If you're on the inside, you're just gonna have 50 kph less apex speed because of how narrow it is. More and more water on the windshield, feels like. Hi, Yahya. And that's a silly cut. It was green, suddenly turned yellow. And now the grip is decreasing. Need to put brake bias rearwards quite aggressively. Ooh. Looks like he has to increase his TC. Yeah, for sure, this is quite wet now.
Are you in orange?
I'm blue car,
Blue car. Okay.
P6.
Nice.
Let's see if some people will box, but well, it's just like 5 laps to go, 6 laps. Yeah, TC is weird indeed. It's very functional in the game, very efficient, but sometimes it just doesn't start working. I think in GTEs the ranges are way too low, would need to go up to 20 instead of 8. Understeer, I'm taking that cut. Now the track limits are more lenient in the wet. Anyway, very sleepy. But I need to keep moving brake bias further behind because I feel the front locking up, but maybe I'm wrong. Look at that lockup. That was front left. Even more to the rear, okay. I was so gentle on the brakes, but it just completely snapped. The rain is stopping, unluckily. No grip at all. Well, that has to be the last track limit. They are trying to warm up the tires or what? It won't really work. Yeah, the braking zones are for sure longer, but also the speeds are lower. They both locking up. It's kind of unrealistic. It's so damp that smoke would never really come out underneath a tire. That's before. Well, let's get that podium at least. I guess 3 laps to go. Hi Mark, well, it was very exciting. At least after I got forced to take the drive-through. Well, a 3-second gap between P1 and P2 after 2 hours and a half. It's quite something. Oh, this guy is struggling a lot. That corner is so dangerous for a T-bone on the inside. And we came close to that. Come on, okay, just about kept in within the limits. Well, that's a podium. And now I have 2 laps to gain. Nah, that's P2 is too fast. Yeah, done, exactly. Like, I had a big lockup, but still, the tires all around are dying so fast. I mean, it's soft tires, so that's understandable. But still, I think there is still this problem when the track is wet, there is a bit more sliding, and in real life that means maybe less wear, because the tire is not really getting well, rubbered off or peeled off when sliding. because like it's damp. But in RF2 and LMU, the game thinks, well, it's sliding, so it's having more abrasion. Feels like that to me, at least, I don't know. But no more grip at all in that front left. At least it's in the good temperature window. Well, yes, sounds like something to work on in the future. Well, I think all the wet physics should and have to be improved by a lot. Not necessarily any special new code, just like fine-tuning, I think. Well, not sure what exactly code allows here. But well, I mean, tires always need to be massively improved in any single simulator that exists. In any conditions. We had some really nice pace in the end. Closing in on Jesper in P1 by a couple of seconds despite overtaking 10 cars. But I would require 3 or 4 more laps to get the P2. And I'm not getting them. Here we go. Congrats.
Thank you.
I don't know how I managed to miss the timer, it's so silly.
Yeah, it happened to me as well. But it's just... After my spin, I was just like, so nauseous. I didn't want to do anything stupid.
What lap did you spin?
Into
Your mic is acting up a bit, I can barely hear you.
Is it better now?
Yes.
Okay. I think it was lap 2, turn 2, something like that. Or lap 3.
I had a big moment into second corner as well at some point.
Just kept putting the brake bias rearwards and then I found the limit.
And you still kept it in P1. Nice job.
Yes. Thank you. Oh no. Prototypes at Le Mans.
So easy to do. Yep. Gonna be fun.
Not even sure that I have driven Le Mans in this game. So that's going to be interesting.
Well, at least you know that you don't have to download Le Mans DLC because it's already in the base game.
Yes.
How much did I lose?
Register. I'll just quickly restart my PC to see if you can fix the stream somehow.
Good luck. I still gain because they added that code that if you're on the podium you will gain. That's really good. Anyway, back to online. Ooh, it's a night race. Is there some weather? No, it's consistent 29 Celsius. Register. A lot of people playing. Very nice to see. And It's one-shot quali. This is not easy. LMP2 with fixed setup. At Le Mans with single-shot quali. And slightly broken track limits. Gonna be fun. Time to join practice. Let's see how quickly it loads. Hello hyperdrives. It goes well. Gained DR despite forgetting to grid and having to take the pit start. Who is in the name with Greek flag? Oh, I will check when I exit the server if there is time. Yeah. Well, I mean, if was the resolution too bad? I'm not sure if the camera focus can sometimes change without myself changing it, so I hope it's not unfocused. It should be readable if you revert the stream by like a minute. Anyway, controls, calibrate, and I put the wheel range to my beloved 380, and I will decrease the FFB a bit because LMP2 has it very stiff. What do we have in the setup? I think this has to be left on stock. Oh! Wait, is this... If I move camera... Ah, it resets it, yes. Because the Aston allows it to be much further. Anyway, I'll put it a bit more like this. How is my FPS? 180. Okay. Yeah, today I actually... Why does it say turn on headlights? I had them on. Today I actually remembered to turn off that LMU efficiency mode in Task Manager. So let's see if that does anything at all. It's so annoying that chat, like, it just keeps open for such a long time. I'm back. So Jesper, remember, the track limits are very strict. Basically white lines. Your mic is broken again.
Is this better?
Yes, yes. So basically in Mulsanne chicanes, don't really use whole curb, like just touch them a little bit. If you go on the top of the curbs with inside tires, it's gonna give you a cut. Also exit of last corner, very strict. Don't go to the green.
Right, I'm gonna struggle, because I'm just gonna drive like LMBS.
Yeah. I mean the car balance is kind of nice.
Well, that's good.
Quite positive.
Yeah, so it's the same with the stream.
So it's a Twitch issue or what?
Yeah, I don't know. I checked all the settings and it should be alright. So I guess no stream tonight for me.
Ah, that's tough. Oh well.
Yep.
At least you know there is an issue that has to be fixed. But yeah, it's weird how YouTube and Twitch sometimes just don't like people.
It's definitely not liking people.
Stavros Gorenitis. That was the Greek name. How's Tiny Pedal working for you?
Taking pictures
Actually,
of all the settings for Amos.
ah,
And
yeah.
everything is the same. So
Just sounds like it's not setting related, but just something else. Like that one time where I tried to stream FSRWC and it was like stuttering like crazy. 25% or 15% of frames were dropped and so on for no reason at all.
Yeah, but I've had this problem before. Don't you remember, like where I was streaming gray screen, and when I was
Yeah,
going
yeah, yeah.
offline, it uploaded them, and it's the same this time. So I'm really not sure.
Well, then at least you have clips for later, if not anything.
Yep.
So yeah, tiny pedal. Yeah, it worked fine. I think I used it. Wait, when was it? On Sunday when I did that special event, 2.4 hours of Le Mans here. I used it and it was spot on. Although it's easier to calculate things when you are like in the leading pack or when you're the leader. But if I was in GT class, and then it would have to calculate when the LMP2 or Hypercar leader is crossing the line. I don't know how it would do, but I'm gonna be in that situation tomorrow when I'll be driving GTE in the multiclass. What should I do with brake bias? When I spun in the end of that half of the lap of practice that I had, I think the front right locked and then the rear locked after. Yes, 150, 160, okay, despite the traffic.
Anything I need to do with the car?
I would keep brake bias and brake pressure like it is.
Okay.
So yeah, just don't lock up, don't cut. It's stricter than LMVS.
Okay.
But I think like every time there is LMP2 at Le Mans, like 1/3 of LMP2 grid don't get a lap time in quali because it's so tricky to get a clean lap without a spin or crash or cut. So enjoy.
Oh shit! I'm already spun twice almost.
Yeah, the setup is very positive. Yeah, somebody almost. Oh, that was not you. You were behind. Somebody almost rammed me off.
So breaking point for chicken.
I think that's like LMVS, to be honest. Just don't hook the curbs. Like try now in practice that you still can, but it's very strict. I think they will update it soon. This is an orange cut straight and I didn't even go beyond the curb. Well, one can brake much later than with the Hypercar, at least. I kind of have the Peugeot 9X8 Evo muscle memory now, so I have to be a bit braver and carry the speed into the corners a bit more. Like that, just with a bit less of a lockup. Anyway, here we go, single shot quali.
Lovely. So how much fuel? 20 liters?
I think it's 7.5 per lap Or like 16 is fine. Should be fine.
And I guess one lap.
Yeah, single shot.
Lovely.
Headlights on.
Yeah.
115
It's
FPS.
a little bit critical that I didn't even make it to Indy King.
Well, it's not easy.
Nope.
Why do I have stutters now? I cannot even see other cars because it's a private session. I stabilized a bit more now. I keep observing the FPS because it's not ideal. I often have a bit of stutters and so on, so I thought maybe that efficiency mode bug or feature or whatever would maybe give me a bit extra power after turning it off. Does Papa Jesper normally stream? So, well, we are basically both in the same boat, kind of. Just that this is sim racing for me is like main job, but for Jesper is more of a side hustle. So he streams much less than I. But he's on Twitch, I'm on YouTube. We are both at Rafa Esports. And yeah, we will keep streaming, and also the Virtual Endurance Championship we will stream together and the drive together. But I will just overall do more LMU races and more RF2 races and everything. But yeah, he's quite occupied with his simulation or like simulator assembly business. And understandably that's a bit of a more solid job, or like more safe job than sim racing, so cannot blame him. Now I have 250 FPS. It's jumping up and down a lot. Power the tire temps. Alright-ish. The track is quite cold, but at Le Mans it always feels like there is no problem with the heat up. Let's see the high speed balance. Quite positive and stable. I mean, I have all this stuff shining and animating itself, burning my FPS, so I can blame myself for not using minimum circuit details. But anyway, quali is here, let's go. Second gear for the exit, no cut. Let's see how fast we are. This setup is quite solid, like it's really nicely done. Not too stiff, it turns, it doesn't snap with the rear, it has front grip. Ah, yes, Hyper. Yeah, he had some weird issue some time ago and then it suddenly started working. but now it seems like it's back. I don't know how to drive these chicanes without using the curbs, but if I use the curb it's just gonna give me a cut. Feels like with the hypercar one can use more of the curb. Maybe because it's like wider, I don't know. Just keep it safely within the white lines. I've taken quite a lot of that Mulsanne hairpin apex curb. I wonder why no purple S2. It could be that the guy with purple S2 has completely outbraked himself and took the sector line which is in the middle of the corner. Nice apex. Ah, not nice exit. Braking input is missing. I have it on the steering wheel to be honest, so I don't know what went wrong there. I will have a look when I can.
I survived the lap.
Nice job.
Thank you.
I went ultra safe and then I was so safe in the middle of chicanes not to cut the curb that I almost went off in the first chicane on Mulsanne. Ah, there is brake.
Well,
It's maybe a bit tiny.
As I go faster.
Oh well. I've used a bit of the LMH muscle memory from Sunday.
Okay. Well, it's not like driving it. I don't think doesn't feel like you don't get a lot of confidence from the car. I think.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of esports feeling, like it's on the limit, but it still grips.
Yeah, it's just I go into the turn and then it suddenly grips too much, and then I'm too slow in the middle of the turn because I don't like expect
kind of,
it to turn.
yeah.
So how much fuel? 42?
Dragon 46. It's like
Wow.
6.1 laps, so most likely it's 7 laps. And then I had 6.4-ish fuel, so maybe that's gonna increase. How much did I say? 46?
Yep.
If I go and adjust it now, I'm gonna miss the start.
So 46, okay?
Yeah, I take 46.
Okay.
But thank you.
You on the grid?
I'm on the grid, I made it.
Nice.
And people complaining about track limits in the chat.
Yeah, I drove like I was nowhere close. I didn't wanna.
Yeah.
But slow down.
60, yeah. Yeah, Hachimi, thank you for the feedback. I will adjust it. Maybe after this. Although I don't know if it's better idea to put it here or on the screen, because here like I'm kind of doing this and then it's maybe hard to see. And then I also saw that widget which shows kind of a trace, like 10 seconds of following trace, not just current input, but that one that kind of goes, like flows away from, I don't know how to explain it. But that one takes quite a lot of space and I don't know where I would put it. Remember to warm up the brakes and avoid everyone from behind who forget to warm up the brakes.
Well, I'll be dead in turn 1.
For the Sunday 2.4 hour Le Mans, we had quite an incident already in the first chicane, and it was a long race, so you can skip the chicane just in case if you see stuff happening behind.
I think I'll be looking behind.
Well, good luck.
You do.
I'm correcting to go back into the line and then it goes green. I'm so bad at these LMU reactions, I don't know what's going on. Anyway, turn 1. I messed up a bit, but I'm alive. I just had like a 10th slower reaction and lost two positions because of that. But nice move.
Remember, I have no clue with bad driving.
Ooh. Jesper, is he still alive?
As I said.
You got to drive through or?
I don't know. No, I did not.
Okay.
But I'm basically last. Because I had to park it.
Yeah.
I guess my brakes were cold again. Because I didn't stop.
Jesper. Where is P1 going? Well, we are leading again. P1 did something similar as you, so yeah. I'm leading again.
Okay. Well, happy days. I might know the issue. Because I was max brake pressure and
what?
I changed it to standard.
Max brake pressure in the setup is deadly.
Yeah, but it was also driving sort of weird, but I could stop. Now I cannot.
I was never able to increase the brake pressure above like 83, 84. I was just starting to get huge lockups.
I maxed it out. 120 or something. And it braked a lot better. I'm dead.
What did you do?
like we were 4 guys spinning off in the Porsches at the same point.
Oh,
It was like we
dear.
turned in, and then everyone lost the rear. What the hell?
Tandem drifting.
Yep.
Was in the long ride?
Yes.
It's quite stable there. I think this setup. I've driven much worse setups.
Oh, yes, but like I just turned in and the rear just came from nowhere. It was fully stable in the race, or in quali. And now like it was like there was oil on track. 4 people turned in and then they spun instantly. It's sort of weird.
Maybe they added some dirt simulation without us knowing.
Damage 99 seconds. What a nice race.
Can I put zoomed view? Well, let's do the chicane first. Zoomed view of the input.
Maybe I should just call this race and try and fix the stream.
Well, if you know what to do, but otherwise you have 4 other people to keep racing with still. Doing the repairs, right? Or did they all escape?
They DNF'd, yeah. So I don't have anyone.
So, zoomed view of the input for the stream using OBS to capture a small section of the screen where the inputs are.
I might exit the pits when you come by. Like looking at the timer.
Well, you can do that, yeah. Wait, I have to read that again. Zoomed view of the input for the stream. I mean, it's so here this is SimHub. SimHub runs this LCD, but what you see on here it's the Tiny Pedal plugin. So I could just use Tiny Pedal to make a different, or like it just made a different overlay for the inputs. I can do that. So after this race there is a 15-minute break before the next one because I switched from beginner to intermediate. So I will quickly enable that and then we see how it is. I don't know how Jesper and 3 others managed to lose it here. Like, I think he did it in this corner. I mean, this corner is quite tricky. Like, if you just attack it and downshift, or like go in with full throttle and then abruptly lift the throttle, you will receive a massive snap, or like lift oversteer, I think it's called. Because you get all the engine braking in an instant and tires are not taking it. So you always need to kind of go slowly into there, slowly release the brake, or slowly release the throttle rather, and maybe go in higher gear and do a late downshift. Yeah, I will show you guys. I mean, I could be brave and do it already now, but I don't know where exactly. Am I brave enough? Where is inputs? I cannot find them yet. Well, the straights are long, and I have a safe pace, I think, to stay where I am, so just... where is this? Brake temperature, brake pressure. But that's not the... I think it's called something else. And about Simric Tour, yes, for sure. I was thinking of it. But I just didn't know like which direction to go yet. Like how many videos, or like if I just stream and do like rarely any video but just do shorts. But I could do a quick rig tour for sure. I mean, there is not really much to see, but there are some details I could go in quite deep.
Yeah, this time no problem in the Porsches. And last time it was just like, whoop.
It's not like the tires were cold, so were you all very close together? Maybe there was some dirty air?
Nope. Maybe the others, but not me.
Okay.
You should watch the replay.
I will check after. The setup is really nice, like the car just glides smoothly through the corners. Actually, my main issue for a sim rig tour is that I would have to record using a webcam, like this one, the main one. Because that's basically my best camera. The phone camera I have is not good at all. It would look terrible. But I will try to figure something out. Instrument, no, it's not that one. Still trying to find that item on the tiny pedal. Hide this sim cockpit, so basically it's just this OBS program capturing the window sound. Or like there is a channel which just transmits or like streams exactly what I hear in my headphones. And then adds the mic, like this mic, on the top of that. Trailing. Ah, this is the one. Now the big issue is that it's very hard to click on that item. It's just about in the view, right?
There's a slow guy without rear-wing, just so you know.
Well, that rings a bell. Yeah, it's hard to like hit it with the... Ooh, so... This car... Okay, he's slow enough. I don't trust cars without the rear wings with suspension damage. They are basically like... They have... How... If I knew how to speak English better, I would make a nice chemistry joke about the electrons and chances and so on. Or a physics joke or whatever, but if there is a car with damage and without the rear wing, then he has 5% chance to be in each of lines on the straight. He can be wherever, and you don't know where it is until you pass him. And sometimes you know where he is because he crashes you. It's the mouse disappears, like the cursor disappears, and then it reappears only on that app or like on the item of the plugin. So sometimes I need to drag a whole window across the main monitor to be able to actually find and click something. Oh, hello Michi. Oh yes. Oh, wait, I saw the cursor. Cannot find it. I will adjust later. But I mean, if it looks okay where it is now, I can leave it there. Though I would prefer it to be somewhere more like in the center. There is some huge ground clearance on this car. I can drive in the middle without any chassis scrapping. On my Peugeot Hypercar setup, if I drove in the middle of the white line, over the white line, I would be losing like 15 kph. Because the road is kind of like V-shaped. But for sure this is one of the better LMP2 setups that I have driven in the fixed LMU series. Now I just need to figure out why the chat isn't showing in the OBS or on the stream. I never know if I should take that curb or not. It really opens up the corner, but it just destroys the traction. I think in GTEs one has to take it, but on the stiffer cars with higher downforce, it's a tough choice. Such a nice balance.
I already almost made a Verstappen.
Ah, yeah. I could slow down. No, I cannot slow down. I would need to lose like 8 or 9 seconds to avoid extra lap. I don't have sufficient gap. Ah, copy pit. I will have a look into that. It's Jespa. The headlights are fixed. They always were very dim on LMP2, but they are very bright now. Interesting. Has it always been like that in LMU? I think at the start LMU had the same headlight issue as RF2. We have cried for years doing endurance races, barely able to see anything in front of this car, but now it kind of flashes the whole surroundings. It's pretty nice. I will be very close to be able to slow down and avoid the extra lap, but I think I cannot do it. Fifth gear is better through there. Still 10 seconds to go over the line.
Yep, another one.
Yep. A bit wide. The car just gets faster and faster somehow.
I would be nervous.
Well, you're far enough behind, or maybe not.
Depends on how much I missed the breaking point.
Well, that's true. I flashed you so you would be able to see where to brake.
Thank you.
We could try timing the flash headlights at the same time if we have the button assigned. This button, I mean, that flashes multiple times.
That one I don't have.
Unlucky.
I have on and off.
Well, I have both kind of working at the same time. But do you feel like these headlights are much more powerful than in RF2?
Yes. Now don't get a DQ.
Yep. It's the worst because like I turned them back on, but the message still keeps going, keeps saying that I have to turn them on still. Pretty wide. Soon.
I'm not daring it with that guy. I doubt he has a rear wing or something.
I think he has a rear wing.
Okay, I'm still afraid of him. I get on the finishing picture.
Oh yes, side by side with both cars, like it should have always been in LMVS, right?
Yes, just don't give me another lap.
All right. One to one in the fail ratio in this stream.
Yep.
Let's see your spin. Maybe like this. That's the quickest way to do it for now. So it was lap 1. Oh, how did he overtake me at all? Ah, well, I guess that's a good move. I was just overly cautious. And then we go into the first chicane. And where does Jesper brake? Slightly too late. And it's so easy to get a drive-through. I'm just watching, you're almost a drive-through.
Okay.
Well, I've seen drive-through given for even less than this, so... Oh.
For what I do or what? Like the skip?
Yeah, like, you can just skip one corner a little bit, and if you don't immediately brake, if it was like a bigger cut, even though you were on the brakes for all the like cut duration, it still can go so easily on the red and stay on the red, and yeah.
Yeah. Like it came back several times, like dark red, then I slowed down, then it was not as red. So it's like released the brake a little bit, and then it got red again, and then I almost parked it.
Yeah. Well, I'm enjoying your spin now. Ah, it was on the downshift.
It was?
Yeah. Because the balance in 5th gear, I was using 5th gear only through there. And downshift to 4th is so difficult there. There is so much grip, or like such positive balance, that any disruption to it can easily result in a spin.
I always downshifted to 4th in LMVS.
Well, LMVS had worse tires than this, supposedly. And the both guys ahead of you did exactly the same issue. 5th gear into the corner, downshift to 4th, and the rear slide. Exactly the same move.
Don't give me a drive-through, because I cannot serve it.
Okay.
I almost caught a guy on the last lap. I think he's out of fuel. He only finished 5 seconds ahead of me. God damn it.
Wait, what do you mean?
Like, I almost caught a guy. Like on...
And when we crossed the line together, or no, what?
I had another lap.
What?
Even though I was behind you, so I just kept on driving.
I thought we were both finished. So it... okay. Well, at least you had the fuel.
But now...
Oh, that's a nice bug.
Yeah. But now I didn't manage to get into the next race.
You do, because there is a 15-minute pause.
No.
Because we are going to intermediate and we do LMP2 at Spa. No, at Spa, at Monza.
Oh no.
And I'm sending you a very good setup. Oh,
yeah,
now
but I need to fix my stream, otherwise no sense.
Yeah. Understood. I have this program. What is it called? Light bulb. And now I unfocused LMU and it dimmed the picture into the night colors. Anyway, where did we have it here? Monza, LMP2, copy. Let's find Jesper. Paste. You have the set on your Discord. In case you need it.
You.
Auto hide then. Okay, I see what this is doing. Alright. Hey Daniela, I am doing Sebring, yes. I'm doing both Imola and Sebring. And then next week I'll probably do a bit less of racing. Because I will have to focus a bit more on Virtual Endurance Championship. Okay. Yeah, I think I will do it on Sunday. Oi, this is wet. Why is this wet? It's very wet. Is this just a practice bug, or is it gonna be wet start? Well, that's an interesting one. But let's see if there is any grip on the dries. Nope. Okay. Copy. Anyway, what did I want to say? I will do Imola weekly tomorrow, and then the special event powered by Trustmaster or whatever it's called on Sunday evening. When is WEC? I hope it's not at the same time as the time slot. Like there is F1 and there is WEC. Well, I try to find a time slot where there is no WEC. It's at the same time. Oh dear. Well, there is an earlier time slot as well, that should be maybe just after F1. Or you mean they are at the same time, F1 and WEC? Or is it WEC and the evening time slot for LMU? It will be wet in the race and will dry up in the end. Okay, thank you. Well, that sounds fun. I wonder if that means starting on slicks. But if it's conditions like this, then this is no slick.
It looks like we have a picture now.
That's pretty nice.
That's very unfortunate. No bedtime for me.
Well, now we have to do at least 2 more races, right? Monza one and then the hypercar fixed.
Hypercar, never ever. I would rather jump from a bridge.
You will be driving the hypercars soon.
Yeah, you say so.
Also, Monza is soaking wet.
What?
Yep. Similar reaction here. It's good grip on the wet.
How do I even? How do I even?
Well, register.
Yeah, but which car?
Well, it's LMP2 only.
In the multiclass one.
Wait, is it multiclass?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is multiclass open. Yeah, well, I mean, you can take the GTEs if you want. I'm in LMP2. So F1 is at 3, WEC is at 8. That's Central European summertime. Which means that I open Discord, I go to Le Mans Ultimate Discord, I go to online status, I see there is a race. This timing is terrible. 9, 12, 4 PM and 8 PM and and after midnight. I need to talk to Dan. Dan, are you still here? Would be lovely to have one time slot which doesn't collide with F1 or WC for sure. My Monza setup with rear wing 2. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Thinking if I feel good on one, I'll just keep one.
Like now, my microphone is not working.
Is it taking the wrong source in the microphone in OBS?
No, doesn't look like it. It just doesn't react at all.
I mean, if I can hear you in Discord, then it should be audible in OBS, no?
Yeah, but it's a different microphone.
Well, then even easier.
Why?
Oh, because sometimes if one app is using mic, then the other app can make problems. Yeah, Daniele, exactly.
Yeah, I have no clue.
Like sometimes I have to switch my source, like I click properties and then adjust it, because sometimes it changes the source in the microphone thing in OBS.
Alright. I think I have some sort of microphone now.
It's positive.
What about now? I have to use the same mic as I'm speaking to you with. That's gonna be frustrating. Yeah, so it want me to use the same microphone. What about now?
You have 4 more minutes, by the way. Speaking of 4 more minutes, I require a quick bathroom visit.
Alright.
So see you soon.
See you.
Yeah, be right back.
Are you coming and driving the GT now, Christian? Yeah, it's great. The sound is working. It's just the wrong microphone, but I guess I'll stop talking with Janai so I don't bother him while I speak with you guys. Alright, echoing. So, are we still echoing? What about now? So you're driving, Christian, but it's not this one, right? It's a different race? Okay, good, no echoing. I assume it's a different race than this one. So which car to register? I guess just LMP2, whatever. And then I need somehow to download GNI setup and get it into the game. Anyone knows where I need to put the setup? Alright. Maybe it's the same path as I think I managed it now to put in the setup. Let's see.
Nice, and I'm back, so good timing.
These issues. I think I might have to disconnect from Discord or something, because otherwise I'm gonna bother you all race with talking with chat.
Ah, okay, yeah. Copy. Alright.
But maybe I'll just mute myself and stay here, then you can talk to me. But not.
Okay. Understood. Okay. So, I guess this will be a wet quali as well. P1 is on mediums. I guess some people switched the tires in the end of the races, but that doesn't mean that they were any close to winning. Yeah, I will leave rear wing 1. I felt fine with it. Normally though, in my experience, it was always better to use more downforce, if not even max downforce. Why is it going dark? That means that it's unfocusing the game. Well, I hope it will refocus. It refocused, nice. It went to 0% and it loaded. Beautiful. Right. Let's load. It's a sign. Has been assigned already. What is the condition? Extremely wet. Well then, we are taking wets. Jesper's game crashed. Ay. Well, he has a couple more minutes. Oh, this is bright. I hope it looks fine on the stream. Yeah, it kind of does. I never trust these camera settings, they just keep resetting. Brake bias a lot to the rear. Oh, that's too much to the rear. Maybe around 50.1. Oh, the nice ever spinning bollard or whatever is that board called. Jesper joined. Alright, just in time. So if you can still hear me, put like 50.1 brake bias for the wet. In these corners I kind of get the feeling that maybe I should take a bit higher rear wing. But here, like, it's understeering. It's just wet. Loading. We're loaded and 15 minutes should be fine. I'm on wet. Yeah, this is extremely wet, like it's no use at all trying to go on wets. But yeah, if you mean this BB, which usually means second compound, which is then soft, medium, hard, wet in hypercars, here it's just mediums and wet, so BB would mean wet. I don't know how to fix this. Maybe that's just tiny pedal plugin feature, or maybe there is some setting to rename it, but maybe I would need to do it on per car basis. Jason, yeah. Well, I guess it would be nice if it was possible to change those names for each of the presets. So then it could be loaded like on per car basis, but I mean anyway, it's kind of logical. Like if you know what compounds are available, then you will instantly know what the letter means. Okay, let's see how fast we can get here. Should be 3 attempts. Well, tires are fine. Maybe I got in a little bit of temperature even, so maybe 2 clicks forward with brake bias and maybe do a cleaner braking next time. Wasn't even that aggressive on the brakes, I don't know. Like a glove. I hope that braking board is uncollidable, so it's still there. But that snap was so instant. Ah, I know what I'm struggling with. I forgot. No, I didn't forget. I didn't forget. I thought I forgot to put the rotation, the wheel rotation to 380, but I think it's still 380. I think just the setup is maybe a bit too stiff because it's made for the dry track. Anyway, sector 2 is purple. I'll brake a bit earlier perhaps. Funny to see that I only lost like, well, 4 seconds with that spin. Stay in second gear here. That's good. These curbs are too grippy into it. Although I don't know, maybe they use them in real life as well. They are quite wide and nice. I really wonder how the real life curbs are now at Monza. I saw some photographs of them being completely like redone or repaved. It could mean that some corners are quite a different experience now. Nice, one more lap. Yeah, I saw something weird in Ascari, but I don't know. I just hope that if they changed the curbs that they made them narrower. Oh nice, Daniele. Well, enjoy the experience. I have walked half of the track back in 2014. No, it wasn't 14, it was 12. Or even 11. Must have been 11. Yeah, for sure, there were V8 cars. And Michael Schumacher was still driving. Jesper seems a bit unhappy in the chat. Too much curb. Anyway. Would be difficult to improve. Like sector 2 was purple, but I was not really gaining on the delta. Track went from extremely wet to very wet.
Bastard.
What?
You made me join this.
Isn't it nice?
No.
Such a great experience.
No. And then the race is dry or what?
Supposedly it will start wet and then it will eventually dry out. I saw on the leaderboard the top lap time was on the mediums with quite some clearance. But I think they boxed and took mediums, but I don't know if that's faster or not. Also, let's calculate the fuel, but that's not gonna be easy because it's gonna get quicker and quicker.
And so you want me to start on the wets again?
I think so. I don't think we will survive on slicks.
Alright.
I think around 45 liters could be enough. I took 1 minute 40 as average lap time. I'll just gonna start on 50 liters.
I'll do the same. But qualifying is still going.
Yeah, somebody is still on a lap. Ah, we switched now. Daniela, I leave... Well, I need 1 hour to... like, Trieste. I click something in the setup. No, I will not. So I have wets, yeah. It's wet, yeah. It will go quickly to slightly wet and then it just dries up so quickly. But anyway. Cannot turn speed limiter on.
I have made some clicks to the setup.
Okay. Hope you softened it.
No.
Then I suppose rear wing plus a couple of clicks.
Maybe. Well, enjoy your race.
Yeah, you too.
I need to mute you.
Yes. Yeah, with 24-minute race, I can imagine this is a run till the end. Ah, come on, why? It shows out of the line, I correct. Okay, at least I got a good launch. Nice braking. I was too scared. For that quali spin. Yeah, now I will need the wiper. Yeah, Joao, exactly. I don't know, it's just like I'm waiting for the green stuff to come on, and because I had the pole, I had the green box saying 60 limit already, so when something changes I expect it to be green, 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 but then something changed, but it was out of line, and then I corrected, I by mistake turn on the limiter, turn off the limiter, brake, put it back on, and it's instantly 5 green lights. I don't know, I don't like this procedure for the start, it's so weird. I mean, overall it's alright, I suppose, but it's just so annoying. Anyway, we are racing. We had a clean start. That's important. That's the most important. I did forget to move brake bias a bit to the rear, although cannot move it much to the rear. Jesper has no Viper. Oh no. Oh dear. It reminds me of Le Mans Virtual Series Monza race here. And in fact, I forgot where the Viper was. I had auto Viper on, like when I took over the car it was on, but then it dried. And last stint and a half was completely dry. I was on softs and the Viper was on for the whole time. I just couldn't find the button. Skipping this one. Half a point, okay. But well, I suppose it's easier to drive with a Viper in the dry than with no Viper in very wet conditions. Yeah, Hachemi, too much green at the race starts for sure. Yeah, I don't know why they keep such weird color choices. That spray is very bright. Difficult to see the corners and the braking points. Why don't I get droplets now in a big spray in the middle of the straight, but I get them in the corner? One is flying. The tire temps are kind of hot already. Still wet, it's not slightly wet. No, I think for sure the wets are the only choice here. Couldn't really survive until this point with slicks without losing half a minute already. Too late on the brakes. then headlights or wiper would burn the electricity, or like would take the power from the engine. I hope P1 has a lot of rear wing, and that should mean that I'm gonna be faster and faster relatively to him as the track dries. Disable the AC, copy. Oh, hi Alex. It's going quite well. Interesting race going on here. But a couple of fails in the previous races. Daniela, I hope it was only you. YouTube and buffering, I don't know, impossible to fix. Seems to always be just on the YouTube side. We are indeed closing in on the leader. The last corner is still a bit of a struggle. The tire temps are now in the 80s. Slightly wet. It's gonna soon be slick conditions. Then with 10 or 12 minutes to go, it's just not enough time to close in and overtake. Ah, it's also multiclass. I keep forgetting it's multiclass. So we'll have to make our way through some GT traffic. Hi ClamX, I will do the special event with the Hypercar. I'm thinking of the Peugeot 24. Again. I've raced it now at... Where did I race it? Well, at Le Mans, and then I raced it with fixed setup at Portimao, and that one was terrible. So I hope I can build a nice medium downforce setup for Sebring. Well, that was now a bit lucky for me with traffic. Let's see the top speed difference. I feel like I'm the fastest in Sector 1. I always gain a bit. But the gain, it's not really much. If anything, I'm better in the corner, not on the straight. So my rear wing difference hypothesis is wrong. Hi Edziu. I think this is now the point where slicks are faster. Or maybe next lap. I just realized I put my pedal input trace directly over the damage item of the tiny pedal plugin. Ouch. P1 is so fast in the last corner. I keep losing like at least 2/10 there to him. Lock up for him. Lock-up effect graphics in slightly wet conditions. It just looks so weird. Reminds me of some Need for Speed Underground 2 effects. I think I had sufficient speed, like I could have made the corner, but he stopped so much. Hello, Mike. I feel like I'm a lot faster than the leader all around the track, except last corner, but I don't know, I'll try to be a bit more cautious now on the exit. I still lose a bit. I don't know, if I try to battle against TC, I just wiggle the rear and just get no traction at all. If I do it slowly, then I'm just doing it slowly. Let's do Verstappen versus Hamilton. Well, it's doable against a lapped car, I guess. I wonder if they are going for slicks there. I mean, for sure they boxed for slicks if they exit the pits now. Too fast. Ay ay ay. I missed that braking point, like the board, 50-meter board. I have a nice reference for braking, but without the board, but it only works in the dry. It's a lot of traffic. Battling GTEs. I will have to wait behind them. Oh yeah 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 yeah. Well, survived. I have 1.5 second gap now. And the leader will get stuck behind the GTE there. And that's a lapped car battling on slicks, I assume. Do we have damage? Tiny pedal plugin doesn't show any. There is nothing in the menu, so alright. It was quite a bit of a bonk from the left side. Ah, copy, Mike. Yeah, thank you for the feedback. I'm still like trying to think what's better and what's not. Like generally for the streaming, it's supposedly optimal to focus more on the face and cut surroundings off and stuff, or like have very fancy surroundings with ambient lights and stuff. I'll try to find like optimized middle ground. Anyway, 6 minutes to go. It should mean 4 laps. Four laps on the overheating wets. -90 Celsius front left. Yeah, that's very hot. There is still a bit of a dry line or drier line in the middle, like on the racing line, and if I try to go for the inside, it's gonna be slightly wetter, I think. At least for a couple more minutes. I do rarely any karting. I would love to do more, but there are not many opportunities. Basically all the opportunities are just with the rental go-karts, which is still fun, but yeah. He pulls so much, I mean not so much, but a significant gap out of last corner still. I just cannot get the power down. Jesper has binned it somewhere, or like spun. He took the anti-cut, but I'm too close for a good slipstream now. I mean, you don't need a brake pedal. Ooh, maybe there's a chance. I just tried to survive. He broke so early. I'm so sorry. Well, we will still be leading. That caught me by surprise. And then I couldn't stop anymore when we were sideways. Well, I hope I didn't give him too much damage, but I think it was just like such a small tap. Feels like he's a bit inconsistent on brakes. Like into turn 2 he really defended nice, like he broke very late and got it nicely into apex, but in some other places I got seriously confused. But yeah, Hyper, on the rental go-karts you can just use over rotation on the steering wheel instead of the brake anyway. except for hairpins, I suppose. Again, he brakes so early and I need to work around it. I keep getting taken by surprise by the closing speed into the corners. And it's an ultimate lap. The rears had enough of this overheating on the dry track. Those anti-cuts are nicely takeable in the dry, but in the wet somehow they are not. Well, last lap. I have massively overfueled. But anyway, let's find some gap. What a good exit from him. He went down to second gear if I heard correctly. And always when I went to down to second I lose the rear, so he made a nice corner there. Well, he's done a solid job. One more corner. Well, good job, Mr. Gvozd. Tires in the 90 Celsius. That's way higher than the intended temperature for this compound. I just couldn't get any gap anywhere. And when I had advantage, I got surprised by the different line, so I have 5 more minutes to check it. Was it there? That was it. Landings, no timing. Lap 12. He went a bit hot into there. And yeah, I could get alongside, but then he had this kind of a snap. Yeah, it was a bit of a rear snap, I think. More than him trying to scare me. But I saw him coming towards me, so I just reacted and lifted. And lost the overlap, and then slotted behind. To be honest, he didn't really brake that early. Maybe a little bit, I think he took the normal braking point, but we were going extremely slow because we messed up the previous corner, so no, that was on me anyway. And then I was trying my best to collect the car, and I corrected it right into his rear. Anyway, it didn't really affect anything. Nice job, Matic. Well, we need to quickly jump out of here and register for the next one. Not to miss it. 3 minutes to go. I'll just go straight to the register menu. Now I need to think well what to take. What about a BMW for a difference? I have not driven it ever, apart from one lap offline with a random setup. I hope the default setup is fine. I would take the Peugeot, but I know that the default setup is really bad. And I quickly do controls, calibrate, and I put this to 500 because that's what I like more with hypercars.
Yo, dude.
Hello, you're leaving?
Nah,
Hypercar
I'll do
fixed?
this one.
Let's go.
I'll try. So which car?
I take BMW. I think a Ferrari would be easiest to drive on the brakes.
The Ferrari?
Yeah, like LMH cars are better on the brakes. Less locking. Issue with the Peugeot. I wanted to take the Peugeot, but it's the fixed setup is really bad.
Okay.
So I just taking the BMW. I don't know how it is, but it's LMDH, so it's a bit worse on the brakes than others. But well,
like
I think yeah, just take like whatever you want, Ferrari or BMW or even Toyota should be fine. But Toyota is tricky on the exits.
I'm taking the Ferrari. Then we'll see.
Yeah.
I only tried the which was it? The Porsche at Monza, and it was the worst sim experience I ever had. It could not stop.
Yeah, the Porsche is interesting indeed. Yeah. On the brakes, it's surely one of the worst.
So I expect to be roughly 2 seconds off the pace.
I'm driving the BMW for the first time in an online race, so let's see.
Yeah, but you done offline.
One lap
stuff.
with the BMW at Le Mans.
Yeah, all right.
It's supposedly the same chassis as the Cadillac, like in real life, but it drives quite a lot differently here.
So the BMW and Caddy is the same chassis?
Supposedly so.
Okay,
I don't know those LMDH rules. They are all kind of like taken from 1 or 2 or 3 different chassis and put together on the top of those.
Okay.
I need to learn more.
I just know that I will regret this so hard, driving the hypercar. Because there's all these electric stupid things that I need to look at and turn knobs and...
Drain the battery a bit on the start. Like for the start always maximum battery, and then when it drains to like middle, just put it to like 100 or 120 so it always is like drained. Like if it's 0 it's fine. If it's max you're gonna die.
Okay. Actually at Monza, I forgot to map a button for the wipers. So
I got told, yeah. My dear viewers told me about that. And I was watching your gap to me, and I was like, well, you are probably not able to see anything. But then on the straights, there is no spray anyway, right? It's just on the brakes and in the corners.
Yes, so when we reached a certain speed, it was just like see-through spray, and it was all right. But every time we was braking and in the turn, I couldn't see anything.
Yeah.
And now I had a game crash once again.
So.
I could use the practice in this car.
I can imagine, yes. Yeah, about the pedal force, I guess you can just put max pedal force.
Okay.
Then leave the virtual energy alone and just adjust the fuel ratio. I think it's easier. Because if you have virtual energy on 100%, then fuel ratio is basically just the exact fuel that you're taking. Oh, sorry.
Alright. So how much fuel do I need?
Is it 6 minutes quali? I think, I don't know, 13-14 liters should be enough for that session.
13, 14. Alright.
The tires take like a lap and a half to get up to optimal temp. Like they heat up way too easily.
Okay. So I have to drive them conservative or?
No, they will not overheat unless stuff gets updated, but the moment like 44-degree track temp, and softs would overheat, but mediums will not. Oh, also the Ferrari has very early shift point, so you have to kind of short shift a bit.
It says 14, but it's a percent, it's not liters.
Yeah, virtual energy has to be on 100, or like, I think, I find it easiest if virtual energy is on 100 and then you just put fuel ratio to 0.14. Because the actual fuel that you're taking is like ratio times the energy.
I'm so confused. So virtual energy needs to be at 100.
It's easiest to take it like that.
And then I do what?
Fuel ratio 0.15 if you want 15 liters.
I also have fuel underneath actually.
I think it's just the calculation.
I don't know. I'm just gonna drive. I have no clue with this electric shit.
Well, the fuel is not electric. Virtual energy is not electric either. It's just the WEC rules.
Okay.
Battery is a separate thing.
I'm
It's doing
so
this
tired
again.
of this already. So I need...
Okay, we are alive. Yeah, just go to custom, like into the setup, powertrain, and take 15, it's like 0.15 fuel ratio, and that's what I find the easiest. Oh, ARBs. What to do with those? I'll just leave them like this for now.
And how do I see how much energy that I have?
You cannot, I mean, you don't have to worry about the virtual energy, because the races are too short for that. You just worry about the fuel and about the battery. And the battery you only manage it from on track, from in the car. So you just do like normally, just that you don't adjust the fuel, but you adjust the fuel ratio for this.
I already hate it.
Just one more number to monitor, and that's it.
Yes,
But
but
anyway.
it won't stop.
Yeah, because it's cold tires and cold brakes. You can put brake bias a bit to the rear, I have to do it a lot, kind of. And at Bahrain it's difficult to burn off the battery on the outlap, so like just leave the motor map at max and then put it like 100-ish when you start the lap. Anyway, good luck.
Yeah, good luck. I think needed.
Yes, done, still going. Well, this is the last one. The BMW actually drives very smoothly, very nicely. And Joao, I have no idea about the Audi and Lambo. But I have messed up on the screen because I have adjusted the calculation of the current motor map according to the LMH rules. But this only goes to 50. Doesn't matter anyway. The percentage of the battery is still correct. I have too much TC. And I have too much front brake bias still for that corner. But into turn 1 I think I was locking the rears.
The honesty.
Tires need a little bit of heat. Last lap will be fastest.
Yeah, they're green, almost orange, yellowish.
The stuff on the left matters more, like in the MFD. If you're orange, you're over pushing them on the right side.
I'm definitely over pushing every braking zone.
So let's see how the pace is.
It refuses to stop.
Brake earlier. 3 seconds
But
to
I'm
gain.
braking before the pit lane entry.
This car handles beautifully. On Apex, oh, well, a bit better than previous lap.
Freaking boat. So when are you braking into turn 1?
150, I think.
Yeah, I have to brake at 170 and I still go too for long. Stupid car.
You're doing something wrong with the brakes there, I don't know. Ferrari should brake later.
I'm pressing them and it won't stop.
Jesper, Jesper. I mean, I'm 1 second of pace still.
But that's what I'm saying, I don't like this electric stuff. Because I don't know what's going on.
You need to drive more of it.
No.
Come on! Oh. Well, P6 it is. I was still locking up front left, but I just don't know how to drive this hairpin at all. That's one of my worst corners in the whole calendar of anything. Not the best at braking, and then we have a curved braking zone with a very weird apex and I just get obliterated. So what should I do then with brake bias? I guess I'll keep moving it
I
between
don't get it.
52 and 50. You need to drive more, I told you.
No, I'm not driving this.
Well,
It is so shit.
I think you have to underdrive it more than LMP2. Like, you cannot carry more speed because it's so heavy.
So how
Calculate
much
the
do I need to
fuel.
take of this shitty virtual thingy?
Leave the virtual thing on max. Calculating the fuel now.
But I don't get it. So I need to put virtual energy at max.
Just leave it at max, yeah. No,
And then
no
what?
use. You will reduce the ratio. Calculating
Reduce the
how much?
ratio. But where do I adjust the ratio?
Well, you have virtual energy and you have fuel ratio.
Oh.
In the setup. You have to go to the setup.
Fuel ratio. And yes, and what do I do with that?
So you need like 45 liters, I think. Or maybe, no, with Ferrari you need a bit less. I think I'll take 40... Yeah, I take 46. I think you could survive with 44-ish.
I don't think I need to push it. I just need to learn to drive.
I think 0.45 should be fine. And the race is starting very soon.
Okay. Thank you.
Good
Again.
luck.
Thank you. I definitely need the good luck.
Okay, let's not mess up this start. Finally a good start, kind of. Before. If I committed for the outside, I would maybe have him. He knew my plans. Bonk. Well, see you later. I guess into that corner I just need to brake on the white line at latest. I want a bit more of rear RB. Well, Joao, about that hairpin, it's so much different in each car, like F1 style cars, or GT cars, or hypercars. And I have no idea what to do with each time. I cannot believe it. I was on the white line. I didn't adjust the brake bias. Okay, fair enough. I guess P1 is out of my reach, but maybe P2 is doable. Still so understeery. I'm afraid of changing the front ARB. I recognize the name now. Oh yes. Rotation is nice, to be honest. I think in high speed it's a bit of an aero issue. I like to see some purple there in sector 1. Have found the apex. Beautiful. Hello Heinzi, this is SimHub Dash. And I have done it myself. Basically I just took an empty dash and plotted some boxes and made them show gear and speed and so on. Well, the kilowatts are wrong, because LMH cars go to 200, but this car is LMDH, which only goes to 50. EC on this car is quite aggressive. I think I've now reached kind of a good area in the settings. And now I lock up the rears. I'm like the Haas F1, just not a team but a driver. I just keep locking up and messing up the brakes, whatever I do. Yeah, I'm locking up the rears. It's DC. I forgot to move it to forward. I kept it at the value for that corner. Would love to have it automatically changing. I mean, it's doable with a bit of programming, but it's on the border of being illegal. Maybe even more. Yeah, 50 to 8. Oh, that's a cut again. That's such a weird cut. It never shows up when you're actually like extending on the curb. It always shows like 2 seconds later. Oh well, I might as well try the ARB. Instantly a lot more front. The Lamborghini having some fun. But I needed him to be having some fun in the corners ahead of P2, not ahead of me. I quite like these ARBs now. So -1 front and +1 rear. Well, Victor, it felt like he was on keyboard, but it would be only going left or right, and never straight. Although I guess that's how Le Mans Ultimate or any proper simulator feels on keyboard. Horrible sector 3, nice. I'm having some pace now. P1 is still very fast, but Blotto in P2 is kind of slowing down a bit. If I didn't miss a couple of apexes now, that would still be matching PB. So it's looking good. Eight minutes to go. Let's get that Ferrari. Hello, Kahel. All would be lovely to have every like possible. Much appreciated for every like that you guys have already left me under the stream. I need to figure out where to attack. The BMW is supposedly quite good on the straights. It actually is. And it looks like I have a lot more of tire remaining compared to P2 ahead. Oh, the keyboard Lamborghini is there again. Wasn't planning on attacking yet, but Well, time to attack. Or at least to show the nose and get a nice switchback. Now inside or outside? Well, he's not defending. Well, that's a position. Not sure if he wanted to defend or not. I mean, surely he wanted to finish P2 rather than P3, but defending the inside is very effective at Bahrain. It's quite hard to get a move done around the outside. And then from the inside it's also very easy to keep it on the inside for that king of turn 2 to get a better run through there and defend into the next corner. Oh, brake bias. I feared it's gonna give me the illegal overtake, but well, it was not overtake, it was almost losing the position. My brain, why are you doing this? I need like reminders for everything. I guess I'm getting really old. It's not gonna get any better in the future, so the age only increases. But well, luckily we have so many screens and dashboards that I can put a reminder. Like, I think there is like a brake bias channel even. And then if you're at a certain position on track with a different brake bias, I can make the whole screen like... I don't think Tiny Pedal has that option yet. But on SimHub I can do it for sure. To make the overlay or the steering wheel flash me bright red or any other color if I forget to adjust the brake bias. But I mean, it's a Bahrain specific issue. I don't think there is any other corner anywhere, or like any track anywhere else with a corner that would require a completely different bias than other corners. So you can kind of go lazy and just use the same bias for everywhere, except Bahrain. Although you can survive it here with brake bias, you just need to brake 10 meters earlier. That's one way of moving over. Why is that car smoking? Ah, it's the Lambo. The keyboard Lambo. He keeps going left to right, I don't know. Yeah, even F1 drivers suffer there, yeah, for sure. Every FP1 there is half a grid locking up and the other half of the grid actually going off track in the highlights. There is a tire in the runoff area, I think. It's funny how some debris doesn't get cleared sometimes. It's a bit of a rear lockup. I really like this car. I don't know if it's just the setup, but it drives so nicely. Like comparing it to the Porsche LMDH or to the Cadillac LMDH. The Porsche is just like nice but lazy. Cadillac is having will of its own and does stuff that is not really expected sometimes. And this BMW just does things like it should. Wait, is Toyota lane? Toyota is LMH, right? It's not LMDH. Anyway, here we come to finish the last round. Leclerc, yeah, Leclerc was locking up every lap there. I do remember that. So well, what can I say? Thank you guys for watching, for all the likes and subs and so on. Much appreciated. A bit less of winning today. Well, I did win one race. And this race here was actually good fun. I needed to really learn the car and figure out what to do with TC and the ARBs. But in the end, what did they have? 9, 3 and 6 I think on the TCs and 2 ARBs. And that felt nice. I even have the best lap. If you had that pace in quali, I would be there, like in the front row. But the Toyota one, yeah, Toyota is good. Toyota is quite fast. It always was fast, but it never got BOP'd as hard as Porsche and Ferrari at some point, so makes sense. GG Matteo. Well, good race. Jankash, it was you. Let me check. It was nothing really, to be honest. One. I think it was a bit earlier on lap 1. Let's actually check the start. It was quite nice. Wait, somebody didn't start. There should be another car there. Yeah, that Porsche kind of braked a bit early ahead of me. Then... that was the slight bonk, I think. Slight help with acceleration. Bonk. Should have dummied him, like here I should go to left a little bit and then instantly right. Although I did it one time against Michi and I ended up there. About, which is not... there was another bonk. Well, that's... I think that's Toyota things. Toyota is quite nice in corners. You can see me like holding on the steering wheel and like trying to get the front left to grip on the limit, but Toyota just rotates nicer. Anyway. Check the DR.
That's the worst shit ever.
P11. Well?
Like, it's not a car. It's just, like, I don't know. Driving a Skeletric car or RC car, like electric stupid stuff where you just drive around and it cannot stop, it cannot turn, it cannot do anything. Like,
I don't know.
Hell?
For sure it's quite heavy and, well, it's about efficiency, so you want to have smaller brakes and longer braking distances, so you regenerate more and so on.
Yeah, but that's not racing. Then we could rather just, you know, play golf or something. If we should start braking earlier to make the race distance. Like,
should we go to Age of Empires esports? We would make a good team.
Yes. I never tried it, but I'll rather do that than driving that thing. Because it has nothing to do with racing.
I don't know. I mean, you drove real cars way more than me. Like, I drove 2 go-karts and that's it. You drove a bit more of real-life cars, so I cannot oppose you. But
like I'm a racing instructor. I get paid to tell people how to drive, and that's not it.
Wait, why am I here again?
But whatever. I am back to a Factor 2 tomorrow.
It still feels way more drivable than ACC or iRacing. I don't know.
I just told on stream that I would rather drive ACC than drive that thing.
Ooh, that's quite quite a problem.
Yes.
Oh well.
It's it's bad. I'll go for a walk because I'm so mad. See you.
Enjoy the walk. See you tomorrow. Jesper. Ferrari is quite bad at Bahrain. Well, I don't know. I feel like with Ferrari, I always understand it better, like what it wants to do. But now I realize that maybe it's not the fastest around there. I am Matteo. Yeah, outside of T1 for inside of T2 is it's tricky. Like you need to be ahead with at least a little bit of your car going into T1, because if you're slightly behind, then I mean I could squeeze you off in Max Verstappen way, which is very stupid, or I can just like make a nice apex and slingshot from the outside to the left and cut you off like I did, even if you were further ahead. So I think it's quite difficult to make it work around the outside if already like side by side on the main straight. Ferrari and I think Peugeot is really good on the brakes as well. A Fiat Uno has a better. Oh well, with Fiat Uno you would do turn one flat out. Anyway, Jesper, you're not on a walk yet. Oh, it's doing this thing again. Because it's focusing on different window. But anyway, I guess it's time to call it a day. I've done 4 races, 4 quite nice and quite nice races, despite having a bit of a brain fart in the first one and forgetting to actually grid. I guess see you tomorrow. Like tomorrow I'll be doing the VC weekly around Imola. Actually, let me check. Now it goes brighter again when I focused on it. Is there some rain? There is no rain, right? It's just hot Italian afternoon. And I'll be doing the GTE. And I have put, well, we talked with Michi what car to take, and we have selected, like, on that website where you randomly draw, like, we put on LMP2, Ferrari, Porsche, and Corvette. And I clicked it, and Ferrari was the choice of the randomness, so I'll be driving the Ferrari around Imola. I need to do some clicks because I've never clicked the setup on that car, I think. Anyway. Wait, 99 podiums. Have I missed... One more race and it's gonna be triple digit on the podium. Well, that's nice. 1,200 laps completed. That's cool. 17 Fs. Uh-oh. That's quite a big ratio, right? What's that, like 6%? Well, for real life racing, it's not big. But for sim racing, yeah, depends on how you look at it. But anyway, let's enjoy some Fiat Uno tomorrow around Imola. And I hope to see you guys then. Until then, have a very nice evening. Oh, I get to click my stream deck. Where is it? The button. I cannot see it. I have it here. my lovely Stream Deck. I have put it like next to the mouse on some DIY wooden tray, and I cannot see it past the mic, so I might need to put it somewhere else. Anyway, stream ending incoming. Thank you again for watching and for liking and stuff like that. See you next time. Bye bye.